All right, my people, what's up, boy? This your boy Hood, man. I'm hollering at the peoples out there. What's good? Welcome back to the channel. You see the shirt, Self-Madeology. That's the brand. That's what we rocking right here. We self-made, you self-made. And let me know in the comment section how self-made you are, because I know you self-made. I already know that. I can look right at you in your eyes and know that you self-made. But I want to holler at y'all real quick about another guy that's self-made, Ja Morant. Basketball player, killer. He one of the best in the game, and y'all know he is. He cold with the game. The boy is so solid on the court. There's nothing to play with. But he very young. He 23, 24 years old, and he playing around with guns right now. He got a lot of guns. He walking with guns. He kicking it with guns. Nothing really wrong with that because they always got white people popping guns and holding guns in the sky, and don't nobody make no big deal out of it. But I think he need to check himself because when you got white people watching you at the level that they watching him, it's actually stupid because you could put yourself in a predicament where that take all that shit from him. Now it seems like he got a $200 million contract with the basketball game or with Nike or somebody, Reebok. He got a lot of money. I should actually Google it so we can look and see and say Ja Morant worth net worth. But let's just see what it say. Ja Morant. Net. Let's put net there because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But they do. They actually do. But let's see. Let's do it right because it's up there. But I'm going to see exactly. So they said his net worth is $80 million. He makes a monthly income of $1 million, and his salary is $11 million a year. And this is 23 years old. So that just lets you know what kind of shit this kid is on. Even though he's a youngster, he's worth $80 million. Now they say he got a $200 million contract coming up, or he already got it or something like that. I could probably Google that too just to see what the hell that's all about because I really don't follow their money like that. I just watch the game, but I know some people be knowing or they want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so they say he agrees to a 5-year deal for $231 million, and that's the max rookie deal, and that's the Memphis Grizzlies. So he's going to, well, he did resign in 22. So that's 23. So that means it's passed. So that means he's worth $230 million, $1 million, which is some crazy ass money. And that's what he's on worth right now. So they basically want him to just kind of sit around the crib, collect his money, and watch Knots Landing or whatever kind of TV show he into. But he's 23. And I don't know if you've been 23, but I was 23. I was 23 the year Tupac died. So I was out there kicking it. I'm talking about, boy, I don't give a fuck what they said. My life was on fire. I was 23, young, ahead of the world, and I didn't give a shit about nothing. And so that was in 1996 for me. You know what I'm saying? So he 23 in 2023. So that means he was born in 2000. So 23 years later, this is his life. You can't really look at him and say, hey, stop. It's like he was a fucking child. He young as hell, 23. And then to have a gun, I could see if he shot it. I could see if he upped it on somebody. Now, they say he got into some situation around his crib where he pulled a gun on some youngster he was fighting. I guess he's 23. They say he was fighting somebody 17. The guy in question say he punched him in the head a few times or jumped him. And I could understand that too because you're young. And everybody know that between 14 and 30, your ass be fighting every goddamn thing you run across because that's just what younger men do. So that's why everybody who get locked up be mostly young guys like that. That's why they always say the good die young. Because the younger men be always caught up in that kind of shit. It's just the way it is. It's been like that since the beginning of time. So him to be into that does not mean he a bad person or he need help or nothing like that. But he did make a statement saying he wanted to get help. He wanted to stop what's going on in his life and get some help because he's just, you know, he young, but he don't want to, don't take his motherfucking shit. Now they dissing his daddy now. I'm learning about his father being somebody who he's supposed to be don't respect or they don't like his father or something. They really dissing his dad. I think the basketball player got into, the football player from First Take, Shannon Sharp must have got into an argument with him at one of the games or something like that prior to now. And so here is Ja Morant's statement. And they say he's cleared of criminal charges. So we don't know if that can ever come back, but right now he's being cleared of any criminal charges. He had a gun inside a nightclub. There's no criminal charges gonna happen on him. He supposedly had jumped on the plane to travel to another state with the gun and all this shit. They're trying to follow up on him to make it make him really know that they watching him, because that's what happens when you're black and you're rich. So he says, I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, and partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzly organization for letting you down. So that's what he said. That's a nice little statement to say. I'm going to watch what I'm doing because I see y'all watching me. And I know he don't want to sit up in no jail or get none of them people when they got you on the news every 40 seconds. And it's just like they finna do old boy Sean Kemp. He shot somebody, so he going to be in the news. The case going to be followed. It's going to be one of them things where they're going to make sure they make an example out of him. I'm sure Ja Morant don't want that. But y'all got to let me know in the comment section what's going on with his father, though. Why do they don't like him? He's supposed to be some kind of immature man or something. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know, sports commentators be fake. They already played the game. And so they be talking about people as if they didn't play the game. Like, you know what it's like to be a millionaire at 20-something. You know what it's like to take care of the whole family. You know what it's like to be the breadwinner as a kid. Like, what's the issue? Like, you already know this. Like, we don't know this. Those regular people that be commentators, they don't know this. But you motherfuckers already know. So quit trying to be a status quo and keep it real. It's not going to be doom and gloom because he had a gun. The end of the world didn't happen because he had a fucking gun. That don't mean his life ended at 23. How can somebody career or life end at 23? All that shit's dumb. Sometimes people be idiots, man. And I used to know that back when I was at that age and I was chasing my filmmaking career. I used to be like, these motherfuckers is idiots. You motherfuckers just really just want a way out. And so you want everybody else to have a way out. It's fear. It's really just fear. So that's what Ja Morant got talking to him. A bunch of scary motherfuckers, and telling him how white people won't give you what the fuck you got, or they'll take it from you, or you'll lose everything. These are scary motherfuckers. They're going to be saying it to him for the rest of his life. So that's why when he say I'm about to cut off, stay in my own little section, stay in my own little zone, that's to keep your sanity. Because as you be around other humans, a lot of humans live in fear. And they're going to always be projecting that fear on you. That would be the one positive thing that I could say to anybody. You have to fight through that fear a lot of times because you just don't know what's going to happen. You're not walking up on a group of people and they're going to tell you their fears, how scared they are. They're not going to tell them how scared they are. They're going to tell you how you should be scared about. So, man, you shouldn't do this. Man, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't go around there. Don't act like this. Don't be in there around them. Man, if you go in there and do this around them and you be sitting back like, what the fuck is this? You can't see their fear because it's not you. It's coming from their vantage point. And they're trying to make you understand the fear that they grab, that they understand. So that's what Ja Morant going through now. A bunch of scary ass old people telling him, oh, they gonna take it. They gonna do this. Shut your scary ass up. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. The future is unpredictable. Period. You cannot predict the future. They just kicked Kanye West out of Nike, out of Adidas. 6 months later, they're asking for him back. Could you predict that? No. You can only predict what the hell you can predict. You can't predict all nobody else's life and what the NBA gonna do to Ja Morant. These are two different separate people. That's an entity, and Ja Morant is an entity, and you don't know neither one of them. And definitely ain't no executive deciding motherfucker at either place or either person. So you just don't know how any of these things play out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, stop being so scary and stop telling him how white people gonna cut him off, because maybe you think white people gonna cut you off. Maybe you think white people gonna stop you. Maybe you think white people gonna lock you up for doing something, because he's just a 23-year-old person. That's very young. And you cannot look at it and say, oh, he can't make no mistakes. You a millionaire. You worth $200 million. Yeah, you can understand that shit if you're 50. Yeah, you can understand that shit if you're 35. But 23? How the fuck he gonna understand some shit like that? He just turned 22, 16 months, 12 months, 9 months, whatever the fuck it was. He is very young. Let him make mistakes. Let him do dumb shit. Let him try to find his way. Now, when he get like 27, that's very young. I say 30. But when he get like 27, if he still is doing stuff that's crazy, all right, look, we got a laundry list of all this shit you've been just wilding. We've got a microscope on you. Ain't nobody watching my life. We watching your life, and this what you've been up to. But 23 is a little young. That's young. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they say he a powder puff. He ain't no gangster. He ain't from the streets. Maybe he ain't. But that don't mean he can't live out a fucking characterization that he feel like. He's a free person. He should be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do, even if it rub you wrong. So let me know in the comment section what y'all think, man. Let me know. Like and subscribe. Share my video, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all my family. Peace.